Now, Good Morning Northwest, President Trump's Middle East peace plan faces its biggest test yet. Delegations from Israel, Hamas, and the U.S. meet in Egypt, with the world watching what success or failure means for the region.
And you better grab that jacket this morning. It is the coldest fall morning we've had here in a long time. Frosty conditions we're tracking coming up.
And a federal court steps in to stop Trump's National Guard deployment on Portland. Critics call it an abuse of power, while Trump cites domestic terrorism threats. We're taking a look at the heated debate over federal authority. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, October 6th. It's a chilly start for some of us. Well, actually, for all of us. Meteorologist Matt Gray here with our first alert forecast, but some just way chillier than others.
Yes, some are far, far chillier than others. Easily the coldest morning so far this season. But we have got not just a frost, but freezing conditions in more than a few areas. Parts of Kootenai County this morning, Sandpoint, into the Colville area. We're down into the 20s. We're talking hard freeze this morning. We've got frosty conditions around places like St. Mary's. It's freezing in Winthrop this morning, and we've got frosty conditions as well, where we're down into the mid-30s in places like Moses Lake, where there is a frost advisory in effect. We look across the I-90 corridor. There's a wide array of temperatures. Somehow we are still only 40 degrees at Spokane International, but most of the West Plains in the upper 30s. We're in the upper 30s in Spokane Valley as well. Mid-30s for Liberty Lake and Post Falls. It is much warmer in downtown Coeur d'Alene than further north, but I tell you what, you head north on 95 and that temperature drops quickly. In the Hayden area at the Coeur d'Alene Airport, it is 32 degrees. So we are seeing a freeze, especially if you're kind of out on the flatlands there in the Rathdrum Prairie this morning. It is cold, cold. Speaking of cold, cold, it's 26 degrees this morning in Deer Park. So yeah, gonna have to hit the defroster on the car, maybe have that extra bit of extra time to kind of warm things up for you. Head down the road this morning. 60s this afternoon, and more chilly morning temperatures are on the way in your forecast coming up.
We are following breaking news out of Pullman, where police say a man accused of setting a fire at his apartment is now under arrest following a chase that ended just across the Idaho state line. It's been reported that 40-year-old Elijah Reagan was arrested overnight. Deputies first tried to stop him on State Route 194, but he took off. They later reached him by phone, and Reagan eventually surrendered near Highway 95 and State Route 195. This all started yesterday evening when crews responded to a fire at an apartment complex on Larry and Yates Street. Everyone made it out safely, but the building was damaged. At least 8 people were displaced by the fire. The Red Cross has opened a shelter in Pullman to help those families. In a statement, Pullman police say, "We're thankful this ended peacefully. The quick response and teamwork helped keep everyone safe." Reagan is now in the Nez Perce County Jail facing charges. Investigators are still working to learn what led to the fire. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
And things, high-stakes talks aimed at ending the war in Gaza are getting underway in Egypt today.
Hamas agreed to parts of President Trump's peace plan, but there are still big obstacles to a successful ceasefire. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has a story.
Just one day before the 2-year anniversary of the attack that ignited the war in Gaza, delegations from Hamas, Israel, and the U.S. will convene in Egypt today for indirect talks. It comes after Israeli airstrikes on Gaza over the weekend, killing dozens, even after President Trump called on Israel to stop the bombings. That demand coming after Hamas agreed to release all remaining hostages. President Trump appearing optimistic ahead of today's talks, but he warned Hamas that it will face complete obliteration if it refuses to give up control of Gaza.
It's a great deal for Israel. It's a great deal for the entire Arab world, Muslim world, and world. So we're very happy about it.
As part of a U.S.-brokered peace proposal, in addition to releasing hostages, Hamas agreeing to hand over the administration of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body, with support from Arab nations. In return, Israel would withdraw its military from Gaza completely and release Palestinian prisoners. A deal is not guaranteed. Israel has previously said that Hamas must agree to disarm, but the group has not said it is willing to do so. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says getting Hamas to disarm could pose a real challenge.
There are a lot of opportunities here for whoever wants to sabotage it to do so, and that includes Hamas, by the way, or elements linked to Hamas.
But for many in Israel, there is hope. Over the weekend, families of the hostages rallied in Tel Aviv as Netanyahu said he believed the hostages could be released in the coming days.
When will I see my brothers again? We are suspended between hope said, we have lived through Hamas lies before. We cannot let another deal collapse.
Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington. Well, back here in our area, the Coeur d'Alene Police Department wants to remind the community to watch out for one another. October is Crime Prevention Month, and the police department says it's a great time to start a neighborhood watch group. Now, a neighborhood watch group is a group of people who work together and partner with our local police to look out for one another, share safety information, report suspicious activity, and build stronger and safer communities. To create your own neighborhood watch group, the Coeur d'Alene Police Department says to reach out to your local law enforcement and choose a watch coordinator who will be the liaison between your neighbors and police.
In Nez Perce County, the sheriff's office says a large group of rafters were cited for exposing themselves. Deputies say they were called Saturday to the Snake River near Cottonwood Creek for reports people were flashing and mooning passing boaters. Some of those boats had children in them. The sheriff's office gave 9 people misdemeanor citations. Deputies also say they're seeing an increase of people exposing themselves on the water and will charge accordingly.
Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks and Rec are teaming up for their final town hall to discuss the Together Spokane initiative with people who live in South Spokane. They'll hold the last of 4 town halls tomorrow night at Ferris High School at 6 o'clock. You'll hear from Spokane Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Adam Swinyard, as well as Parks and Rec Director Garrett Jones. You'll also have the chance to ask any questions about the projects that are planned in your neighborhood. Now, the Together Spokane initiative consists of 2 measures on the ballot this November. One is a $240 million levy for Parks and Rec. The other is a $200 million bond for SPS over the next 20 years. And if it's sneaking up on you, Election Day is coming up on November 4th. Less than a month away now, which is just wild.
It is. Time's flying.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:07.
Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray. And if you weren't sure that it was fall, oh yeah.
Oh, you know now.
You do.
You know now.
Slapping us in the face.
Certainly, especially as you head out the door in our northern valleys this morning. 32 right now. Freezing. Wow. In Sandpoint, we're seeing a lot of upper 20s in places in northeastern Washington, and this is the start of what will be a lot of fall ups and downs in your forecast this week, and that may be an understatement. Your extended outlook coming up.
And we got mixed news this morning for Spokane Valley Summer Theater. The organization secured short-term funding, but it's just 4 more months to save its new building project. The stakes for local arts coming up.
Washington, D.C.'s funding fight shows no signs of ending as senators return to 4 failed votes and hardened positions. The holdups and the cost of continued gridlock right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with Coats for Kids, and we're giving you a chance to give back and win big. When you donate your coats, you'll be entered for a chance to win a beautiful Bosch dishwasher with free installation. You can drop off your coats at any of our Fred's Appliance locations.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had to quit paying and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The federal government still shut down this morning, and it is looking like the standoff will drag on when the Senate returns this week.
Democrats have largely withheld votes from a short-term plan to fund the government, insisting that Republicans engage with them on extending enhanced Obamacare subsidies. They're accusing Republicans of refusing to work with them, while GOP leaders have laid out their unwillingness to talk about the subsidies until the shutdown ends. The Senate has taken 4 failed votes so far to advance a bill that would keep the government open through November 21st.
A federal judge has temporarily blocked President Donald Trump from sending any National Guard troops to Oregon. Trump says troops are needed in Portland to protect immigration personnel and property from what he described as violent protests carried out by domestic terrorists. Critics, on the other hand, argue that the deployment is an abuse of power and costly for American taxpayers. The White House also attempted to send National Guard members from California and Texas to Oregon, but the new ruling effectively blocked those plans. The Spokane Valley Summer Theater has secured the money it needs to stay open through next year.
But it could run into trouble if the organization can't collect the money needed to build its new facility. Now, originally the deadline was at the end of September, but with the increase in funds, it's pushed that to the end of January. Organizers say if they can't make this deadline, the facility may not be built. Of course, we will keep you updated with any progress we hear from the ends of this. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:12.
Something big is happening outside the R&R RV on East Francis this week. We will be checking in with our friends Jay and Kevin and their 30th anniversary food drive coming up.
They look safe, they feel soft, but some baby sleep products could be deadly. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you how the wrong setup can put babies in danger and simple ways to keep your child safe and comfortable throughout the night. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
There's magic throughout the universe. And some places have more than others. There's magic inside, everywhere. There's no place like Wonders of the World. There's magic inside.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you. That's why it's critical to call us as soon as possible.
With Craig Swap & Associates, we make sure the process is fair for you.
I knew I really needed help after my accident, so I called Craig Swap & Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
The sooner you call us, the faster we can make things right. One call, that's all.
Call the 9s, 509-999-9999.
4 News Now and STCU are proud to continue highlighting volunteers who go above and beyond with their efforts. STCU Volunteers Count is a project that awards groups and individuals who take volunteering to the next level, donating personal time and financial support to local nonprofits. The winning volunteers will be awarded a grant courtesy of STCU to help further their efforts, and then we'll tell their story. If you know of a local volunteer who deserves recognition, nominate them at KXLY.com.
All aboard for Model Train Magic. Join us Sunday, October 12th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Experience amazing operating layouts in every scale, from tiny Z to giant G. Browse railroad art, memorabilia, and an incredible selection of trains and supplies. Plus, enjoy free parking and delicious food while your visit helps local children's charities. Get all the details at rivercitymodelers.org.
AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next car. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar and pay you the same day. Visit your nearest AutoNation store today.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842. 4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It is 6:16, and it is time for the 30th annual Jay and Kevin Food Drive.
All week long, the guys are out at R&R RV on East Francis, collecting food and financial donations for Second Harvest. And this morning, we are joined by Jay and Kevin themselves, making the jump from behind the microphone to in front of the camera this morning. Guys, how's it going out there?
I love cameras.
Big camera guys.
Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Well, we're starting our day with Matt Gray, that's for sure, because it was a cool start. A cold start, actually. It wasn't
Yeah, it was a little chilly. I wish I would have worn shoes, but
Oh my
that's,
goodness.
you know what? That's what I get for not paying attention to Matt Gray.
Let this be your
it's
lesson.
the first
Hey.
day of the food drive.
Yeah, first day of the food drive, and what is your goal for this year?
Well, I would like to get $40,000. I think that would be fantastic. I don't know where that would put us as far as a record, but I mean, we've been doing this for 30 years, and we've probably, I would say, collected close to $1 million so far.
Yeah, Robin, here's the problem with record keeping is that we do it, and we've been doing this for 30 years. I'm pretty sure we were over 50,000 last year.
Oh. I would like 60,000.
I will go back and look at Facebook and make sure. But yeah, either way, we want to break a record. We want to get bigger each year. That's kind of the goal.
You know what's funny is Robin gave me a homework assignment last time, and did I do it? No, the dog ate my homework, Robin.
And your wife is a teacher.
I know, that's trouble.
Well, so what are the ways that people can help you guys out this week? Donations, you're accepting both money as well as food donations on site, correct?
Absolutely. Drop off your non-perishable items here at R&R RV 525 East Francis. You can go on our social medias. There's a QR code there. Shoot that. You can go ahead and just take care of the donation that way. And you can also text the word food to 509-441-0999. We send you back a link, and you can make your donation that way. Try to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Obviously, if you can stop by at 525 East Francis and see us at some time this week, that's awesome. But if you can't, just make sure you give. Help out Second Harvest.
You guys are the best. Thank you for all that you've done to feed families in our community and for continuing to do it for 3 decades. It's
Amazing.
incredible. Yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, guys.
See you guys in the morning.
See ya.
Good luck. All right. They were mentioning Matt Gray. Should have listened to you. They should have listened.
Someone's got to get Kevin some shoes.
We talked about this on Friday. Jason was talking about it over the weekend. It was going to be chilly this morning, and that's exactly where we are, where we're having by far the coldest morning we've had so far this fall. And certainly there are many more to come, and probably many colder mornings. But this will likely be the coldest, at least for this week. We'll see what happens heading into next week.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. All right, well, good morning, everybody, and we are just waiting on the sun to come up. 6:56. We got to still wait a while. Sunset at 6:18. By the way, 27 days now until we flip the clocks and get a little bit more morning daylight on November 2nd. So the countdown is on there for all of us early risers here watching this morning. We have frost advisories continuing for the Grangeville area around the Clearwater River in North Idaho, and then we have a frost advisory for Moses Lake, Ritzville, and into the Grand Coulee area. Now, why are these areas under frost advisory where places like Spokane and Coeur d'Alene are not? Well, you know, temperatures like this a little bit more normal on the calendar for this time of the year. The thing is, it was such a warm September that we haven't had really anything very close to this. I think our previous low was 42 in Spokane a week or two ago. Well, you should likely drop down into the 30s here, at least briefly, this morning. So getting cooler and cooler. Just take a little bit of time to get there so far this fall. For today, in the afternoon, so we were quite cool and comfortable over the weekend. Temperatures were trying to struggling to get up towards 60 degrees. We'll be in the mid-60s today, and this will be part of a warming trend that heads for pretty much the rest of the week. It'll also be another chilly night tonight. Not quite as cool as what we are expecting this morning. Think about 2 or 3 degrees in many areas, but still more than chilly enough to where things are going to be noticeable. Then, of course, we have the warm-up that I mentioned before. So our average sinking pretty fast this time of the year. By the time we get to next week, that low average high is going to be close to 60 degrees. We're in the mid-60s now for today, then upper 60s tomorrow, 70s as we head into Wednesday into Thursday. Particularly on Thursday, it's going to feel like a nice September day, not an October day. Don't get fooled by this, everybody. Things are going to flip very quickly. So let's look at your 7-day forecast. You can see here all the way up through Thursday, things look beautiful. Things look nice. Still got to keep an eye out for frosty conditions in those northern valleys, but a lot of us get far away from the frost zone here by Thursday morning. Then the next storm system starts rolling in on Friday. We'll have a chance for a couple of showers, but not too much of a change Friday. Saturday is when the bottom drops out, and you will notice that rainy conditions and highs only in the low 50s by the time we get to Sunday, and maybe even some snowflakes on our high mountain peaks. But that's then. Right now, still Monday, still a beautiful day, and it's time for Pet of the Week.
We call our Pet of the Week Mama Tofu. Yes, Mama gave birth prior to her arrival at Companions. However, she seems to be ready to move on to a better, more loving life. Extremely affectionate, loves treats, and just hanging out in the sun. Mama is very laid back and would make a great addition to almost any family. She is only 4 years old, knows basic commands, but could use some help with walking properly on a leash. If you're looking for a friendly, stunning new family member, visit Companions Animal Center and meet Mama. She'll just be lying around waiting to meet you. For adoption information, location, and center hours, visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
Sweet girl.
Mama Tofu. What a great name.
Love it. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:22.
The Mariners got a massive win last night to tie the ALDS at 1 game apiece thanks to some late game heroics from the M's All-Stars.
Meanwhile, across the street at Lumen Field, the Seahawks late game heroics fell short in this all-time retro jersey matchup against the Bucks. We'll have that all for you coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The 47th Annual Spokane Home Ideas Show returns to the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center October 10th through 12th. Shop a huge selection of home idea experts, builders, remodelers, landscapers, kitchen and bath designers, flooring, roofing, windows, siding, lighting, smart home tech, decor, and more. Kids enjoy free activities, maze, coloring contests, scavenger hunt, and free pumpkins. Sip and shop the show with craft beer, canned cocktails, and wine. Spokane Home Idea Show, happening at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center.
Do you have old or unused medication? Keep your loved ones safe by disposing of your unneeded medications at a drop-off location. It's a simple way to make your home safer and to help prevent misuse or accidental poisoning. Find a secure take-back kiosk near you at medtakebackwashington.org.
A lot of our employees have been here for 10 years, 20 years, and we've even had a couple hit 50 years. The experience that we have to help anybody with most any question they come in with, we have the staff to do it.
Yeah, you got somebody who's knowledgeable to ask questions. I need questions answered. Ziggy's!
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food, we got you. Heard you want to do some shopping, we got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
Line drive, down the line, that's a foul ball, and the Mariners take the lead.
Now, stop me if you've heard this one before, but the big dumper and J-Rod coming in clutch for the Mariners.
Yeah, this time in the postseason, back-to-back doubles from Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez put the Mariners ahead in the 8th. While the big stars got big hits, let's not overlook the day Jorge Polanco had.
He had a day.
Cy Young favorite Tarek Skubal gave up just 5 hits over 7 innings, but 2 of those were solo shots for Polanco. The Mariners hold on to win 3-2 and even the American League Division Series at a game apiece. Travel day today. Game 3 is tomorrow with the Mariners heading to Detroit. First pitch is at 1:08 p.m. Such clocks.
Crossing all the fingers and the toes.
Yes.
Done. Well, it was elation at T-Mobile Park. It was devastation at Lumen Field just across the street there. It says the Seahawks drop a heartbreaker in Seattle. Hawks getting on the board at the end of the first half with a bullet from Sam Darnold to Jackson Smith-Njigba over the middle, and neither defense would return for the second half. Seattle would take the lead late with a scrambling effort from Darnold to try to find Torrey Holton and put the Seahawks up for about 3 minutes left, but the Bucs marched down the field and tied it, giving the Hawks a shot at some late game heroics here, but with less than a minute on the clock, looking for Eastern Washington's own Cooper Kupp, Sam Darnold was picked off. And that set up a game-winning field goal for the Bucs. Not fun to see. The final score, 38-35. Seahawks now 3-2 on the season, falling to second in the NFC West. Next, the Hawks hit the road and take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's coming up this week. Yeah, a bummer of a game, that's for sure.
Tough loss, yeah.
But hey, still got the Mariners.
Go M's.
Go M's.
Tomorrow. It's now 6:27.
Well, forget the diapers and bottles. Here we got financial experts saying that best baby gifts start saving for college right now. After the break, Kirsten O'Connor explains how 529 plans turn small contributions into big education savings in today's Money Saving Monday.
Plus, governors call it an invasion. The White House calls it necessary. When we come back, the latest on the growing standoff over National Guard deployments to cities like Portland and Chicago.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Numerica Credit Union.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. An annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
It's here, the Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. Indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. On now through October 15th. Save thousands with factory discounts and clearance pricing. New travel trailers from $15,990. Fifth wheels from $39,990. Motorhomes from $89,990. Shop the Northwest's largest pre-owned RV inventory. Prepped and ready to go. Free parking, free admission, free food. Open daily at 9 a.m. The Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. On now through October 15th. Indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. 525 East Francis.
Stay and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and the stories people are talking about online this morning.
Yeah, Fox Sports analyst and former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez faces multiple criminal charges this morning. Prosecutors say he started a fight with a box truck driver in downtown Indianapolis Saturday. Court documents say Sanchez approached the 69-year-old driver and escalated a dispute about the parked vehicle. The driver pepper sprayed Sanchez and stabbed him multiple times when Sanchez continued to advance on him. Sanchez remains hospitalized in critical condition and faces charges including battery, public intoxication, and unlawful entry of a motor vehicle.
A group of 3 scientists have been awarded the 2025 Nobel Prize in Medicine. The Nobel Committee made that announcement today at a ceremony in Stockholm, Sweden. The committee giving the award to Fred Ramsdell, Simon Sakaguchi, and Seattle's very own Mary Brunkow for their groundbreaking work with the immune system tolerance. Scientists discovered how regulatory T cells work with our immune system to protect us from microbes trying to invade our bodies. People much smarter than I ever will expect to be in my entire life.
Science is cool.
I know.
And people are smart.
Thank goodness.
It's awesome. It's now 6:30. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, October 6th. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at that first alert forecast. A chilly start to the morning. You're going to want to layer as you're heading out.
Yes, you will want to add at least 1 layer this morning. It's 40 degrees in Spokane, but don't let that fool you. It's a lot cooler in many other places in the inland Northwest. We're just about 25 minutes away from sunrise this morning. Look at Deer Park this morning, 26 degrees. We've seen a lot of places drop down to freezing this morning or getting into the frost zone, which is about 37 or cooler. 32 in Hayden. We are in the upper 30s along Lake Coeur d'Alene in the downtown area. Much cooler in Post Falls at 34. 36 in Liberty Lake, 38 in Spokane Valley, Fairchild, and 37 in Spangle to start our day. So it is a jacket kind of morning. It's a type of morning where you might want to hit the defroster in the car a little bit and get things a little bit warmed up before you hit the road. Other places at freezing this morning, 32 in Sandpoint. We're at 27 in Colville. Winthrop's down to 30, and we are in the mid-30s for Moses Lake, St. Mary's, upper 30s in Pullman. We got some frost advisories still in effect through 9 o'clock across the central part of Washington State this morning. Cold, frosty warnings, but nice warm afternoons this week. But some big changes are coming for the weekend. That's coming up in your full forecast.
Well, in Spokane, a downtown business is concerned with some of the activities happening outside of its establishment.
The Tuxedo Gallery on 2nd Avenue shared some photos with us. You can see open drug use, people passed out on the sidewalk, shattered car windows. Employees say this is their daily reality, and despite calling police almost every day, nothing is changing. Kathy Castillo and Jesse Hote work at the gallery and say they are fed up with the constant problems. Employees no longer work alone and sometimes walk customers to their cars. The business has replaced windows multiple times. When a bullet came through their window, they decided to call on city leaders for help. The Tuxedo Gallery facilitated a meeting with neighbors, city leaders, and Spokane police last week.
It's this constant revolving door of drug use and crime and defecation and crude sex acts that just doesn't stop.
The gallery shared more than 100 photos with us from just this past month showing the ongoing problems. Employees say they have seen downtown struggle with crime for years, but what they are facing now feels out of control.
We are following breaking news this morning. A judge has blocked the Trump administration from sending another state's National Guard troops to Portland. Over the weekend, protests have been intense, and this video shows exactly what happened. You can see federal officers using pepper balls, flashbangs, and tear gas to control the crowds.
We send in the National Guard. You know what? We send in what's ever necessary.
We cannot normalize the approach he is taking with the military in our own country. It's not warranted, it is unlawful, it is un-American.
In an emergency hearing last night, a judge questioned whether the Trump administration ignored her order. It comes as the president stood by his decision to send 200 National Guards from California to Portland instead of using the state's own troops. Clashes between officers and protesters are still happening, and officials in Oregon are reminding protesters to keep things peaceful while the courts review the case. This is a developing story. We will continue to keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
An onion storage facility in Grand County caught fire yesterday morning. The sheriff's office says about an hour after the building at First Street North and North Country Road in Warden caught fire, it found power lines down nearby. Deputies encouraged people to avoid the area while they checked on safety and worked to determine the exact cause of the fire. Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:35.
And meteorologist Matt Gray is looking at these cold temperatures we're starting our day with. Things are definitely feeling very fall outside today and the rest of this week here, Matt.
Yeah, just a little bit. And yeah, it is chilly in Deer Park this morning. Look at that, 26 degrees.
Yikes.
That is a cold looking sunrise. And we have more of those to come with lots of ups and downs in your extended forecast we're tracking for you coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, it was a big weekend for Taylor Swift, releasing a new album and a movie to go along with it. But how well did each of them do? We'll tell you after the break.
And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, life after Ozzy Osbourne.
How is your mother doing now?
You know, when people have been asking me that question, I say she's okay, but she's not okay.
Just days before the release of his father's posthumous memoir, Last Rites, Jack Osbourne opening up about the passing of his rock legend dad and how his mother Sharon is coping.
Can she feel the affection and the appreciation?
Oh my God, yeah. I know she feels the love. And I think that has been such a level that none of us could ever really, we have, you know, I think every child sits there and kind of has this thought about one day their parents won't be there and what will that be like. It's just a part of being a human. We just didn't think of it. And so it was a different weight to it.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more with Jack Osbourne. With your GMA First Look, I'm Chris Connolly, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu.
Demand more from your flu shot. Sanofi higher dose flu vaccines are proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone High Dose if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flu Block if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness, Guillain-Barré syndrome. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response. Vaccination may not protect everyone. Fainting has occurred.
All flu shots are not the same. Ask about Fluzone High Dose or Flu Block at your local pharmacy or doctor's office.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
On Tuesday, October 7th, Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks will share what's proposed in Together Spokane, including 200-plus projects across the city. Learn what's planned for your neighborhood. Join us at the South Spokane Town Hall, 6 to 7 p.m. at Ferris High School.
The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available at your local store. Unstoppable's unlimited collection makes everything smell magnifique. Luxury Laundry Scent Bead so you can smell unstoppable.
Arthritis pain? We say not today. Tylenol 8-Hour Arthritis Pain has 2 layers of relief. The first is fast, the second is long-lasting. Now try Proactive Support, a new drug-free supplement from Tylenol with ingredients that improve joint comfort in just 5 days.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
How do you think this commercial should start?
A calming melody, and it says what it's like to have an early savings account as a kid, and the star of the commercial will be me.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
It's cool because every month you get to put money in your early savings account.
Do you think you'll make a budget for yourself one day?
Totally.
Join today at becu.org/earlysaver.
They look safe, they feel soft, but some baby sleep products could be deadly. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you how the wrong setup can put babies in danger and simple ways to keep your child safe and comfortable throughout the night. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. It's now 6:40. New parents may want to add something a little unconventional to the baby registry. How about contributions to a 529 plan?
Kirsten O'Connor shows us why financial experts say taking small steps to invest early lead to big savings later in this Money Saving Monday.
Getting money ready for college, trade school, or vocational programs may feel overwhelming when your child turns 18. But it doesn't have to.
It's not something that shows up on a baby registry, and when you have a new kiddo, there are so many expenses, so thinking about setting aside some money for that is stressful.
As soon as your child is born and has a Social Security number, you can start a 529 plan. Money in the account grows tax-free and can be used on tuition, books and supplies, and now K-12 private school tuition.
The power of these accounts is that they can have a lot of time to grow.
John Maroney, Financial Engagement Manager with Numerica Credit Union, says another thing to keep in mind, you don't have to open a 529 plan in the state where you live, so Washingtonians may want to shop around. But if you're in Idaho, there are perks to staying local.
If you're in the state of Idaho, which has a state income tax, there can be some tax benefits to investing in an Idaho 529 plan. You get a deduction on your state income taxes.
And if your child doesn't need all the money saved, you can change the beneficiary.
Me, I have one daughter. If she doesn't need those funds, and then we roll over some into her Roth IRA to start her retirement, but there's still money left over, I could make the beneficiary myself. I could make it one of my nieces. So there's a lot of flexibility with them.
With this Money Saving Monday, I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
Now, he did mention it there, but these savings can also be rolled into a retirement account if your child chooses not to go to college, so there's lots of options.
It's really very awesome. I mean, just start early, and I like that whole, do it when they're tiny. Yeah. Newborns. All right, let's get you on over to Matt.
All right, thank you, and time to plan your day. Frosty, chilly conditions, definitely want to have that jacket this morning. We've got another beautiful afternoon in store for us. Sunshine, just a little warmer than we were this weekend, but going to have another chilly evening and overnight tonight, so that chill will be back in the air by the evening commute and dinner time.
Well, Taylor Swift fans didn't spend their whole weekend just listening to her album, The Life of a Showgirl. Some of them went to the movies.
Hey, it's Taylor. I want to invite you to
Taylor Swift, the official release party of a Showgirl, a theatrical listening party for her new album, launched with little promotion, but still made $33 million, giving Swift the weekend's #1 album and the #1 movie at the box office. If you missed it, unfortunately, showings only went through yesterday, but I went yesterday, and the theater was packed with everyone from little kids wanting to listen to their new favorite songs to people of all ages and costumes and sequins. It was a fun time.
Really fun. It is now 6:43.
Big changes begin today in downtown Rathdrum as crews start a major Main Street makeover. The $500,000 project brings new sidewalks and street lights, but neighbors are already missing something that's gone. We got that story next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene. Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
Bill's Heating and AC has not one, not 2, but 3 warehouses overstocked with tankless water heaters. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a tankless water heater installed for only $3,500 to $4,500, depending on the model. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
With 46 years in the business, here at Kerner Furniture, we know what you need with just one question. What type of music do you like? Classic rock? This bed has a classic style and a sturdy build so you can rock out. Smooth jazz? It's time to recline and relax in your Lazy Boy.
Whatever your genre, we have the styles and selection perfect for you.
All with 46th anniversary sale pricing that will be music to your ears.
Shop now during Kerner Furniture's 46th anniversary sale.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family. At Craig Swamp & Associates, we treat every client like one of our own.
We're not just a business. We're a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swamp & Associates, it felt like I was talking to family. It got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
Call Craig Swamp & Associates and let us show you what it means to be treated like family. Just one call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The 47th Annual Spokane Home Ideas Show returns to the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center October 10th through 12th. Shop a huge selection of home idea experts, builders, remodelers, landscapers, kitchen and bath designers, flooring, roofing, windows, siding, lighting, smart home tech, decor, and more. Kids enjoy free activities, maze, coloring contests, scavenger hunt, and free pumpkins. Sip and shop the show with craft beer, canned cocktails, and wine. Spokane Home Idea Show, happening at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center.
4 News Now is brought to you by CARD, the Center for Asbestos-Related Diseases.
Welcome back at 6:46. Some big changes are coming to downtown Rathdrum.
The town is set to revamp Main Street using a state grant, with work starting today. And our Hunter Bertram shows us what's happening and what locals are already missing.
Downtown Rathdrum is gearing up for a big change, and Main Street is the focus. The sidewalks are in poor shape, as you can see. They are buckling and uneven. Streetlights are also aging, needing attention. Starting Monday, the town will launch a major project. It is funded by a $500,000 state grant. The goal is to revitalize the area. Sidewalks will be replaced, new curbs will be installed, streetlights will be refurbished, additional lights will also be added. The project will unfold in 3 phases. Phase A will begin on the south side of Main Street starting Monday. It stretches between McCartney and Mill Street. Crews will start by tearing up old sidewalks. Phase B will follow, and then Phase Z. However, work depends on the weather coming ahead. Other improvements are planned as well. Parking will increase on city-owned lots. This aims to help neighbors. Visitors will benefit too.
And possibly the biggest visual change are the absence of the trees that used to line Main Street.
Recently, dozens of trees were removed. The street looks different now. It appears emptier. Stumps are still visible. Crews will remove them during construction as part of the plan. As work continues, parking will be limited. Some street sections will close. This will happen in each phase, but access to businesses will remain open. Some I spoke with today, yet sad to see the trees go, are excited about the next chapter for downtown. In the plans for the construction, we can expect a more well-lit downtown. As for the work done to the light fixtures, they'll be rewired, repainted, and given a new light source. Next spring, the city also plans to add hanging flower baskets for the street lights. In Rathdrum, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Well, they got a big project on their hands there.
Getting going today. For those workers, it's a little chilly out there.
You got to get the sweaters out with the safety colors for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a chilly start and more chilly weather for up until about the middle of the week, and then a lot of different things happening. So let's just show you 4 things you got to know. So in the immediate future, more cold, frosty mornings, but each afternoon gets warmer and warmer and warmer. Then next weekend, everything gets turned upside down. Wet weather, and yes, even a chance for some snow on our highest mountain peaks as the first big system of fall rolls in. Let's show you how that plays out here now. Basically, our pattern here with this weather system that's going to be hanging right off of the coast brings us southerly winds all the way up through Thursday, and that's just going to keep us on the warm side, even with that storm right off of the coast. So not a lot of changes through Thursday, with the exception of it getting steadily warmer and warmer. Now, this has to move inland at some point. When that happens, well, we're going to see it a little bit on Friday, but Saturday is really going to be the day that we see the most impact, where we see lots of wet weather moving around the inland Northwest, a notable temperature drop, especially for the afternoons. And as we are getting into early Sunday morning, cooler air is dropping in from the north, and those snow levels start to drop. And so we're going to be on the lookout for the potential for some mountain snow heading into Sunday. That is then. This is now, where we have Yes, chilly weather in the mornings, but really beautiful weather continuing for the afternoons. It is cold this morning. Make sure you grab that jacket. 25 in Colville, 32 in Coeur d'Alene, 30 in Sandpoint, mid-30s in St. Mary's, 38 in Pullman. A lot of that cool air, not a lot of wind this morning, has all settled down into the bottoms of those valleys, especially in our northern counties. We'll be in the mid-60s this afternoon. We'll see a couple spots get close to 70 degrees in the Columbia Basin. Omak up to 71, Grand Coulee to 71, 69 in Moses Lake, mid-60s for Pullman, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and all the way north to Bonners Ferry. We'll eventually end up in the 70s here pretty shortly for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That'll be on Wednesday, but you can see how quickly things change heading into the weekend. We'll be right back with your morning sprint after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by VECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
Stay and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next car. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar and pay you the same day. Visit your nearest AutoNation store today.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint.
Sunshine sticking around today. We got clear skies and chilly temps back tonight. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast.
Spokane Valley Summer Theater has the funds to keep the lights on next year, but there is a catch. Find out what could still put the new facility in jeopardy.
But first, we got Hannah Joy live in studio with breaking news out of Pullman.
Natalie, a man accused of setting a fire, is now in custody following a high-speed chase into Idaho. 40-year-old Elijah Reagan was arrested overnight. Deputies first tried to stop him on State Route 194, but he took off. Then they later reached him by phone, and he surrendered near Highway 95. Now, the fire happened yesterday evening at an apartment on Leary and Yates Street. Everyone made it out safely, but the building was damaged, and at least 8 people were displaced. The Red Cross has opened a shelter in Pullman to help those families. Reagan is in the Nez Perce County Jail facing charges, and investigators are still working to learn what led to the fire.
In your forecast, it is a chilly start. Yeah, it's 40 in Spokane, but a lot of places are in the upper 30s or even at freezing in some of our northern valleys. As we are waiting for the sun to come up in about 60 seconds this morning, our morning forecast, therefore, is quite chilly. You will want that extra layer, and we're only going to be in the low 50s as we head towards lunchtime. We'll end up in the mid 60s this afternoon with some beautiful sunny conditions for the end of the day.
The Coeur d'Alene Police Department wants to remind the community to watch out for one another. October is Crime Prevention Month, and the police department says it's a great time to start a neighborhood watch group. To create your own, the Coeur d'Alene Police Department says to reach out to your local law enforcement and choose a watch coordinator who will be the liaison between your neighbors and police.
In Spokane, a downtown business is concerned with some of the activities happening outside its establishment. The Tuxedo Gallery on 2nd Avenue shared some photos with us, and you can see in these pictures open drug use. People passed out on the sidewalk, shattered car windows. Employees say this is their daily reality, and despite calling police almost every day, nothing has changed. Kathy Castillo and Jesse Hotch work at the gallery and say that they're fed up with the constant problems. The Tuxedo Gallery facilitated a meeting with neighbors, city leaders, and Spokane police last week. Employees say they have seen downtown struggle with crime now for years, but what they are facing now feels out of control.
The federal government still shut down this morning, and it looks like the standoff will drag on when the Senate returns this week. So far, Democrats have largely withheld votes on a short-term plan to fund the government, saying they want Republicans to work with them on extending enhanced Obamacare subsidies. The Senate has taken 4 failed votes to advance a bill that would keep the government open through November 21st. For updates on what's holding up a deal and what it could mean for your paycheck and benefits, tune in to Good Morning America.
Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks and Rec are teaming up for their final town hall to discuss the Together Spokane initiative for people who live in South Spokane. They'll be holding that town hall meeting tomorrow night at Ferris High School at 6 o'clock. Anyone's welcome to attend. You will hear from the Spokane Public Schools Superintendent and Spokane Parks and Rec Director. You'll also have a chance to ask any questions about the projects planned in your neighborhood. And just a reminder, the Together Spokane initiative consists of 2 measures on the ballot this November. November 4th is Election Day. One is a $240 million levy for Parks and Rec, and the other is a $200 million bond to SPS over the next 20 years.
The Spokane Valley Summer Theater has secured the money it needs to stay open through next year, but it could run into trouble if the organization can't collect the money needed to build its new facility. Originally, that deadline was the end of September, but with the increase in funds, it's pushed that to the end of January. Organizers say if they can't make this deadline, the facility may not be built.
In Nez Perce County, the sheriff's office says a large group of rafters were cited for exposing themselves. Deputies say they were called Saturday to the Snake River near Cottonwood Creek for reports that people were fishing and mooning passing boaters. Some of those boats had kids in them. The sheriff's office gave 9 people misdemeanor citations.
And we will be back with a final check of weather. And as we send you off to a quick commercial break, here is a live look at your Monday morning. A bit cloudy and definitely a bit chilly. Think about layers for the kids if they are heading to the bus stop. We'll be right back with Matt.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
When you don't use Bounce, dryer heat can be a real monster. It turns clothes into static magnets for your hair. Use Bounce to stop it. Uh-oh. If you want static-resistant clothes.
My name is Carol Lacombe, and I'm 82 years old, and I have been here 2 years. My husband passed away, so I ended up feeling pretty isolated. We took a look around and I thought, this is the place. It was very welcoming. Everyone seems to be very open and friendly. I find it to be just a very comfortable, home-like place to be. It is home.
Taking a look here at we're in our RV. Jay and Kevin food drive going on this week, and it's a chilly start to our morning, so definitely want to make sure you put the heat on in the car as you get up and get your day going. Will be very nice this afternoon. Sunshine in mid-60s. We'll be up into the low 70s for our highs heading into Wednesday and Thursday, but whenever it gets this warm this time of the year, that usually means that things are headed the opposite direction very quickly, and that's exactly what we expect this weekend, with rain and even a chance for a little bit of snow up in the high country in our mountains this weekend.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us on Good Morning Northwest.
We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts right now.